Okay, that little line right here is what this video is about. That is not factory tape, and this appears to be different than that and a little different age, so I don't know what's going on. So let me investigate. Get over here so you can see it, please, or just hold it like that. So again, this is about learning, and all you guys hoping I'm going to slice my finger, fuck you. Okay, since this is obviously not factory tape, I don't bother removing it. Let's see what we got. I don't know why this is here. It's not something the factory did. Until I remove it, I won't begin to understand why. Or what's going on underneath here. And we do have some cloth tape somewhere to replace this with. Come on, off. That's why we're using a knife very carefully. It's very old tape, and we don't want to cut into the wires. We're just going very gently along the edge to get it to peel back. Try and see what happened. Hold that light, please, right there.
I think it was peeling, that's why.
Well, I don't know. This appears to be a little bit different age than that, but that could just be, you know, stuff in the way and stuff out of the way. We have a splice under here. Okay, and we do have old soldering here between the two, appears to be. Let me, instead of supposing, let me go get the magnification device and see. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, we see a wire end here. So this is a splice. Okay. So for some reason, when this was put on, it was spliced here. Now, I'm sure somebody out there has one of these bikes in a crate. This here, on this bike here, out of all these bikes I got, is by far the most intact original wiring loom that I've ever personally come across. So if any of you guys got a crate bike and definitely does not have a splice here, please enlighten me how they attach this cable. So I don't know. Was this somebody that had replaced the original tape? Did the factory do this? Did not? How did they attach this line? They attached it somehow, somewhere, somewhen. Now the late ones went to a junction box up here. This is an early bike. As of right now, I've got 3 pre-war bikes, and this is the very best here. And I'm not counting my 38 over there. We're counting the 240s and the 41. So let's go over and take a look at the 38. Let's see what's up with that. So, just out of curiosity. Now, winter circle bike or no, problem is, yeah, give me a little light over here. Yeah, there we go. We have a junction box here, and that's much more unmolested wiring loom here on this here. So no junction box. So that could explain why the wires don't move. They just soldered the two together and did a little clipping. That's how they decided to do that. So that seems to be an indication of that horn being replaced at some point in time. So now we still have a little problem. I'll explain. Today, if you get these ends, you got to remake them. So the problem is this: how do we get, again, these early ends I pointed out here? You follow? And a little light, if you would, please. Where'd that light go?
Right behind.
Okay. So this here, even if this is clipped and mended, what about these here? And I can take this off here, and those, it's wrapped up into here, which appears to be factory, because we find the same tape all around this whole machine. So, you know, I'm at a loss to explain. As we get more machines, we'll discover. This is an adventure of learning. This is not an adventure. I'm right, they're wrong. They're right, I'm wrong. This is a venture of discovery, okay? Every machine has history, and we obviously have some wear up here into the cloth covering, which nobody taped over from rubbing. So, why did they do this? Why did they do that? Don't know. So, as I learn more, I'll tell you more. So we're in the adventure of discovery. So again, if I can prove beyond a doubt that at some point after the war era that this horn was replaced, say at Wayne's Harley-Davidson, DeKalb, Illinois, if somebody stole the early horn because of money or whatever reason, then we'll put an early horn on it. If I cannot prove that, this horn stays. So we'll see what we see. But we do have a splice here, which would have been our junction wire, as you saw from the 38. They spliced it and soldered it here and eliminated the junction, which I would assume would have been the bracket, but again, this is an assumption. Don't know. This horn here, if you look at this bike here, this is our later horn. You got to get over here so they can see it.
On the other side. Okay. I got the horn.
What we're looking at is under here.
Okay.
Down, 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 and up. Right here. Woman. Right here. Okay, you can see the horn junction there for that wire that would have been clipped. And as you can see, ends fray and get replaced here. Even this largely untouched and unmolested 1947. So, and this is interesting here. I just noticed here, these spotlights here, I have often assumed that maybe the man I bought it from got them old stock out of the box, because they're in much better condition. See how nice the cat is than the rest of the bike. And they've been mounted, as you can see from the wear there, but we have early ends here. People, when they put this stuff on, it was just the stuff in the box. And they put it together and then they sold it whenever they sold it. So where did these spotlights come and when did they go on this bike? I don't know. I don't have a picture of what it looked like when Bob found it. Don't know. But see, you can see the older CAD and park here, and how fresh this CAD here is here on the spot. How come that's so much nicer? So these bikes have history. Again, that's part of the history of the bike.
Is it possible it wears out and they have to...
Well, yeah, it's possible the horn broke or got wore out, but it's you know, if we can prove that this or that or that or this, then we'll fix accordingly. If not, then we'll leave it like it is. It doesn't really matter. So now let's take, for the sake of argument, at this day and time, today's January 29th, I think it is, 2014. It's only been a couple weeks since I got this bike. I haven't even fired it up. Let's say for the sake of argument, 2 years goes by and I put on the soldered, brazed, whatever you want to call it, rear leg, and the early horn, and a white face speedo, and a non-rechrome dash. I'm still going to leave the other chrome bits. And I might put on a buddy seat and all that, because it doesn't really matter. You know why it doesn't matter? It's my bike, and I can take a match to it and burn it, if that's what I want to do. Do you follow me? It's my bike. I bought it because I wanted it, and that's all that matters. It's all that matters. It's all this speculation, right this, wrong that, price, oh my God, whatever. The reality is, like I bid up, it's none of anybody's business, and it's a famous bike, and famous bikes, right, wrong, indifferent, correct or not incorrect, always bring more money. Always bring double to triple the money. Got to remember that. It's a famous bike. So, even if I change this or that, or change this or that, it is still the bike fully documented that is in Greg Field's book. It is still a beautifully maintained original paint 40 with optional color. I am still ecstatic to own it. That doesn't mean I'm going to piss my pants. I've been known to do that. We've all done that. It is what it is. Grow up, people. It's a motorcycle. I hope those of you who enjoy watching this channel continue to enjoy it, because I'm sharing my adventures with you. If you like it, watch. If not, hit the unsubscribe button. See you guys in the next video.